Good afternoon and welcome back to the One Celtic Fans Views. Celtic won on penalties after 124 minutes. But that doesn't really tell the story of the day, because the story of the day has to be the fact that some old geezer dressed as a Smurf suit tried to entice the Celtic fans into some kind of game after. But the stewards at Ibrox were having none of it, as we could see. Having absolute none of it. You've got to feel embarrassed. Look at him. He's getting wrestled down the stair, the old geezer. The embarrassment of Ibrox. Get in the stairs, you. I've got to say, that has to be one of the best things ever. Oh, fucking ball! Okay, what are you doing? I'm a bell. Anyway, it didn't end there, because they have been in meltdown all over the place. Yeah, we heard that bit. The season is basically over for Rangers. We put them out the Scottish Cup. It's over, isn't it? It's completely over for them. Let's listen in to see what they're saying about it.
On this occasion, Police Scotland made an absolute mess of it. I don't know why, because the SFA ruling that we had to give that allocation could have been changed by Police Scotland.
It very much does. Paul?
Yeah, because he has done it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
it
'cause
done. They've ruined it, the idiots that they are.
They went hell, we have a name back again.
Yep. Oh no, idiots, ruined it. That's it, done.
Aye.
Connor, I'll let you, hold on, Paul, I'll let you respond, Connor, to Paul's point about Miofsky coming on being idiotic.
Well, I mean, listen, each to their own, Paul. It's your opinion, I have mine. I don't think it'd have been idiotic. I think sometimes in those situations, you have to just have a go at it. You've got a striker there. Tactically, you're not getting the right cross in the box. We've all been let down again as a result, and that allocation is probably dead in the water. I'd imagine.
Because it's just going to be annoying as hell.
Well, mate,
Help me about it.
You're looking at it and you're thinking, we've got enough to get us over the line today, and once again, just come short. I don't know. Going forward, I just don't know where we go from here. I really don't.
I'm like, oh, this will be it. Last kick of the ball will score. That's the only part that you'd have written into the script, because that is, unfortunately for us, is what they do.
That, Connor, you're right in terms of that set the tone of the penalty shootout.
Brass tacks. James Tavernier's won one league title in a decade at Rangers. Now, take out the first couple of years, because he was obviously championship. He's won one league title and 2 cups, I think it is, a League Cup and a Scottish Cup. I think any captain of Rangers should probably have a better record than that. Now, that's not entirely on him, admittedly, because we've had hopeless managers in there, and we've had other. Yeah. No, I don't blame him individually, but he's had moments where he could have led the way and be that captain, and I don't think he's always done it.
We had the majority of the possession. We had the majority of the ball. Celtic offered very, very little.
We've done the over.
More Daniel Rule could have done the day.
I thought he wasn't very attacking. He's
winner of the chance.
Even after Tav's missed, then make sure you take it to the last kick. Make them have to take their last kick. Don't let them win it with a kick to spare. Give Jack Butland at least an extra chance to make a save. But in terms of why we didn't sell him, my assumption, Martin, was that we didn't sell him because we didn't have a replacement there.
Anyway, that is enough about them, because I am going to jump on. I did say that I managed to get some video footage of the complete mayhem that ensued after the game. Where is it? I wonder if we could just do it. Or let's just open this up on. Let me get that up on the big screen. Right. I'm going to turn the audio down for this, because I don't want a copyright strike, and we will look at the complete bonkerness that is Rangers, and the sadness that is that is everything Rangers Football Club, because it was ugly, ugly scenes at the end. Whilst the Celtic players at this point were all thinking about the penalties. This is the Celtic team: Martin O'Neill, Sean Maloney taken to the park, and if you look at Fozzie's in there, all this, you look at all the players that weren't playing are there also. Kieran Tierney at the back there. Players that were substitute off were in and around, helping the team be focused going into the penalties. And then there is the dodgy one. They had to retake the and it did go to the Rangers' end. And then the first one up was obviously Tavernier. That fantastic captain that's only won one trophy in as many years, but he's a Hall of Famer. He did take it, and you can see that they weren't overly confident about the fact that he was going to take it, but he hits it over. Mr. Disappointed. There he is, with just that disappointed face of Tavernier. Now, obviously, we know what happened with the rest of the penalties. We get through that. But there is Martin O'Neill, Big Tam the Czech. Now, this is what caused it's all about sex and violence. Tam the Czech doing this. He put his hand up to his ear and he went like this. Wanted to hear the Rangers fans singing, but they didn't. And you've got to say, Celtic fans should maybe not have came on the pitch. Celtic fans came on, were celebrating with the team, and then the Rangers fans come on dressed as Papa Smurf again. So it's disappointing. I mean, who goes to a football match with this kind of attire? And the scenes did get ugly. I mean, you've seen Celtic fans just trying to get selfies taken with the players, enjoying themselves. And then the scenes got ugly. The scenes did get ugly whilst a Rangers fan tried to attack the Celtic player. He was ultimately arrested by Police Scotland. By then, it was absolutely too late. The mayhem was going to ensue. I mean, you can see Martin O'Neill here absolutely raging to try and hold the guy back. One of the Celtic backroom staff that looks like that was attacked. And then the Union Bears decide that they're coming on the pitch. Where were the stewards? Where were the police? They seemed to be totally irrelevant when it came to the policing of this game. Did the police act in such a manner where... And I've been to these games. I've been to these games many times over the years. And I've got to say, there's usually far more police. And especially at the Celtic end, there's usually far more police along the touchline. Was that the fault of Police Scotland? Did they want this to happen? Did they allow the Rangers fans onto the pitch at the other end? You remember that the goals and the penalties were all taken at that end. Surely the police and stewards should have been on. If there's anyone to blame for this, it's Rangers Football Club and their fan base. Coming onto the pitch with balaclavas on, looking to start some trouble. And then they did let off pyrotechnics. You see the Rangers fans aiming up to the police. I tell you one thing, you would never get that in Spain, because the Polish just get the guns out and just point guns at you. Never get this nonsense in Spain. Not like that on a pitch. And then the Celtic fans were still slightly on the pitch, but they were all just taking pictures, not really interested in the fact that Rangers had come on the pitch. And then you see it again, quite a few of them that will make sure that we get all their faces as much as we can, because that's the way they like to do it, isn't it? There's quite a few of them with their faces covered, but there's quite a few like this geezer here, him here. He's not got his face covered at all. Not two F's given, and then even this guy down here, he's not giving a hoot that his face isn't covered. Now these people will they all be looked at, and then you see it from the Celtic perspective. Celtic fans obviously being joyous in the fact that they were celebrating, and the Union Bears running away once again. The Union Bears running away, trying to get out of the stadium, dressed as Papa Smurf. They've got a habit of doing that, haven't they? They do have a habit of doing that. Running away, that is dressed as Papa Smurf. This will be the scenes. There they go, look, run! And the police and the stewards are just standing there looking at it. But anyway, it was joyous. We did them over. We did them over on their own ground. And I think that is one of the best parts about today. You know, is we didn't play well at all. And I've already been getting WhatsApp messages through from guys at the game. We didn't play well at all. You know, maybe the fans should not have went on the pitch in the numbers that we did. And there's this guy that was getting absconded by the coppers. What's that they're building on the other side? But anyway, there's the Celtic fans doing the huddle. Full voice. There's the Rangers fans dressed in. I mean, surely there has to be some kind of checks that you go into the ground. You're going in dressed up as Papa Smurf, to be honest. The Rangers hierarchy not looking too good. And then there's Michael Nicholson. Well, we're going to all get shit for this one. And Roy Aitken looking as if he's a secret agent. Where is Roy? Roy's down there. Roy's got his hand to his ear listening to what's going on. What's happening, big man? Roy's getting it. Mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Right, get the lads off the pitch. They're in meltdown. We've won. The battle is over. Big Roy the spy. Obviously worried about family that will probably be in the stand, but it gets even better because there was a Celtic legend. I don't know what she's smiling about. Celtic fans in joyous mood. I'm not going home. I'm just sitting here. I'm gonna get a fuck. Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We are going to listen to some meltdowns in a minute, but the big bit for me is look at that. There's a Celtic employee giving it loudy. I wonder if he'll get his ticket confiscated after. Not only he's an agent as well, isn't he? But anyway, an old Celtic legend getting right in amongst it, as they say. Absolutely epic scenes. But anyway, that is enough of that. We'll leave it on that as no, because I need to come off the screen for that to be able to listen into some more. Oh damn! I've just came off it. Not yet.
If you want,
we'll just leave this a second, and we will listen into the meltdown. Tell me what your thoughts are about the game. We will get as many comments up as possible. Let's just try and listen into this.
You know, got at least some energy in the bank to give us up top, because that was one of the issues, particularly in the second half extra time. I felt we didn't have any energy left up top, so the quality just was waning. We were
This is ours to win. You're looking at it, and McGregor's not in it, and Tierney's injured, and you're thinking to yourself, team for team, you're looking at it and you're thinking, this is probably the best Rangers squad there's been in a while. You're looking at it and you're thinking, we've got enough to get us over the line today. And once again, just come short. I don't know. Going forward, I just don't know where we go from here. I really don't. It just there seems to be such a mentality. It's serial losers. This bottle merchant mentality. This was such a weakened Celtic side today. Played a get away Stuttgart, away to Aberdeen, coming to Ibrox, and still can't get it done.
Yeah,
I just can't get my head around it. I really can't. And I just knew when it went to extra time. I was like, this is not happening. I just knew it. I knew that we were going to bottle it again. And I'm just completely and utterly scunnered with it, to be honest with you.
if you were to write, Connor, a script of what would happen today, and you wrote down 0-0 at full time, you could have pretty much wrote what was going to happen after that, couldn't you? And it would have been bit for bit, piece by piece, what actually happened?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think probably all but necessarily penalties, because I think, the way this season's gone, and their proclivity to score goals late on constantly, I think it would have been more right. But I mean, when they got that throw with 10 seconds left in the clock, I thought, here we go.
100%.
And the commentators had said, well, there's not going to be any added time on either. So I'm like, oh, this will be it. Last kick of the ball will score. That's the only part that you'd have written into the script, because that is, unfortunately for us, is what they do. That didn't happen. We got the opportunity in penalties and obviously blew it. But yeah, you could obviously write
Penalties
the
is
script.
anybody's game, though.
Yeah.
Penalties is anybody's game. I agree, but
See, at the end,
you've
see, at the
got
end
to
of the
take
day,
the
I
if you're
get what
taking
you're
the
saying
first
about the
penalty.
Hold on, one at a time.
Oh,
DC,
sorry,
on you
Rob,
go.
sorry.
On you go, DC, and then Connor can come back.
I get what you're saying about the Tav situation, but penalties, at the end of the day, it's a spot kick. You either miss it or you score it. It's as simple as that. I don't even think. I get what you're saying about the whole bottle merchant thing.
You hit me with a question like that, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. He made no impact on the game whatsoever. Yeah.
But I'll start off a couple of positives. I thought Fernandez and Giga were great at the back.
Mhm.
I thought they were brilliant. Romans, Sterling, they were really good. Midfield, okay. It's the front two. Rasmussen needs
Slip up for their defender. He's there to mop it up.
to
Part, and then Jack Butland's having to come about 30 yards for his goals to have a conversation with the referee and Liam Scales, obviously, because he was captain in them the day.
And I'm saying, was it Danny Rome's fault? I don't think it was.
Danny Rowe's fault.
I think it was down to the players. I don't think it was Danny Rowe. I think Danny Rowe picked his best team.
Sort of slow start, dip in form, manager gets sacked, we bring in a new manager, get a bounce, we go on a really good long run of games of winning week after week, as we did this season, we did last season, and then it all falls apart. Then we can't win a game of football to save our lives. Right now, we aren't. I mean, what was the last win we actually got?
What was the last win they actually got? The ugly scenes at the ground today weren't the best advert for Scottish football. And let's be honest, that the game itself wasn't the best advert for Scottish football. I mean, I've just got some videos coming in. Ha ha! There's a steward. There's an actual steward got lifted. There's a Rangers steward got lifted. Wait, I need to get this one up. Oh my goodness. An actual Rangers steward got lifted at the game. Oh no, I missed that. Let me just see. Let me get that back up. Let me see if we can edit this down a bit. Just to increase the size of this picture. Let's get away with that. This is how bad it was. A Rangers steward gets lifted at the game. The meltdowns of all meltdowns, absolutely phenomenal. Imagine being a steward and getting carted off. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. There's a couple of super chats come in. John, the truck driving legend, is in the house. Hail from the #1 Fenian truck driving legend. What a beautiful Sunday. Even though I'm broken down in Edinburgh. Lol. Anyhow, we've broken them just so the meltdown. Loving it. Yeah, we did break them on and off the park. And we broke them on the park because the fans came on and tried to cause some trouble. Yes, the Smurfs came on. But anyway, Big Tom will try for you, but Mavuka is shocking. I'm going to get into the players in a minute, mate. Thank you for that, coming out of Canada. Let me just see what other what other pictures and videos that have been sent. It's Alistair Johnston. Oh, wait till you see this. We're going to put this. I need to download this. Save to download. I'm going to save this. This is Alistair Johnston. And at Ibrox, when you've got the away end at Ibrox, the Celtic players end up just at the beginning of the top tier, or in the bottom tier. You see the Celtic players in there. I've just been sent a video of the Celtic players. Let me just get this one up on the screen. Where can we do this? Can we do it on... Let me get rid of that. let's do this. This will be a cracking one. There we go. This is the video. We'll get this Rangers fan right next to him as we share the screen for that. I'll just put this down here a bit and we'll share the screen. Let's do that split screen and wait till you see what players is in this. Carter Vickers. That is absolutely fantastic. Big Cameron Vickers inside Ibrox, and it's like, yeah, they were having a laugh, weren't they? Absolutely brilliant. See, that's what it is when you go to games. You get that kind of banter. Loving it, absolutely loving it. Right, let's jump into some of the comments and see what you're all saying to it this afternoon. Phenomenal scenes there at Ibrox. Let me see what else I've been sent through from that game. The steward. Let me just see this. Yeah, I've seen that one as well. This is probably the best one that will be down the rounds. We'll get this picture up also. It's one of Miss Penalty 2026. Just get that up and we'll get that there. Can we get that bigger? There we go. You're gonna love this. Old geezer thinks he's in with a chance, doesn't he? He's like that. Yeah, I'll have some of that. I'll have missed penalty 2026. Anyway, he has habit of missing penalties, and he did it again for his club as they were eliminated from the Scottish Cup. Let me get this one back up. Let's jump into some of the comments and see what you're all saying to it this afternoon. Big Tam's never a striker. Yeah, he's not, is he? Good old Tosh McKinley. Yep, good old Tosh McKinley. Meltdown is music to my ears. I'm going to jump through the comments. There's quite a few that's come in. Absolutely should not have went on the pitch. We didn't run the full length to attack the Rangers fans. No, you can listen. Celtic fans went on the pitch on numerous. I'm not condoning it by any means. I mean, I think that going on the pitch always brings its own. But the fact that the Rangers fans ran the full length of the pitch to try and attack the Celtic fans. One of them did try and attack a Celtic player. Sefco, get the rabble on, Baz. We'll get them on in a minute or two. M. Vuka is brutal. Yes. CCV and Alice Johnson, rejoice. Yes. That's it. Heads gone, Baz. Give me Dunfermline. Dunfermline in the next round. I think Dunfermline will. Do you want? It was a Celtic member of staff that was attacked. Well, there was blood on Big Tam's shirt after the game. There was blood on his shirt. I'm not sure exactly who was attacked. I'm sure Celtic will come out and say something, but they maybe will not. That boomer of a Rangers fan, yep. Oh, Jesus. Right, some more comments. I like a pitch invasion at Ibrox. Yeah, there's been a long time like that. The wee Mexican is so passionate. He's never going to forget his time at Celtic. No, that's for sure. Will Celtic be able to get 10 million in the bank to try and buy him? Or will we cope with Alistair Johnston next year? I'd like to have the two of them at Celtic, to be honest. I think that the two of them would be absolutely phenomenal at Celtic. Wee Mitch is in the house. Hey ho, Basel Celtic fans community. So proud to be a Fenian today. John the Truck Driving Legends speaking as well. The fact that they got so far up the pitch is a disgrace from the stewards and the police. Exactly. I mean, they got right up to the Celtic fans. They started throwing pyrotechnics at Celtic fans. But anyway, do any of the new strikers actually seem much better than Johnny Kenny? No. I think that Johnny Kenny is a player that he would probably do better than Tam the Czech, to be honest. Junior Adamu, I take it he was injured as well. There's one thing that all these players that have came in the last transfer window will not be at Celtic in the summer. That's for sure. As soon as the Gasman missed, why weren't the police sent out? It's a position, makes no sense. Yep, this is very true. Morocco getting pickpocketed by Rangers. Yeah, we have done and dusted Rangers when it comes to their season. Don't look like they're going to win anything. They are third in the SPFL and they're out the Scottish Cup. Could be over by Easter for that lot if Celtic can get the right results in the next couple of weeks. Seth got an absolute disgrace. I thought if there's blood on the shirt, it means it needs to come off. The blood on the shirt was after the game. The blood on the shirt was when he was getting interviewed. The blood on the shirt of the Celtic player. It says Melee Boy. Where is Melee Boy? He sent me a message earlier. Let's go. Cards on the table. It's on the pitch, slither my arse. Yeah, I might have guessed you'd be on the pitch, mate. Slid on your arse. Full view of the TV, but wouldn't change it. Wouldn't change it. Nope. I wouldn't change it for a bit as well. I'm more gutted that I wasn't there. But seeing some of the WhatsApp messages that are coming through just now makes it all that little bit better. Anyway, that's just a quick update. No, we'll stay on a bit longer. I'll get some more of these comments up. Shut WhatsApp down. Big Tam Lamp to Zombie. He'll pay 8 million for that alone. Poof. And don't get me wrong, Kenny never a Celtic striker too. It takes us. I mean, I did say that going into next season, we've got a lot of changes to make at Celtic Park. That is for sure. A lot of changes at Celtic Park when it comes to player. Vuka. Let's talk about Vuka because that's one player that I don't know what happened the last transfer window. To be honest, we seem to bring in 7 players that 7 players that just are not Celtic standards at all. And I'm even going to put in. I mean, Oxlade-Chamberlain was obviously a fantastic player at his time, but he comes under the same bracket as Callum McGregor. He's coming towards the end of his career. I mean, do we seriously give Oxlade-Chamberlain a contract next summer? Can Oxlade-Chamberlain can he be better? Is it just throwing money at old rope? Do you know there's another player that's younger than Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain that's currently unfit. His fitness is all over the place. Can't get near the team. He was brought in as a striker by the previous manager, Brendan Rodgers, and Brendan Rodgers thought that he would be a fantastic addition to the squad. We seem to be having a lot of strikers that don't have a route one to goal. Even Tam the Czech, his touches today were absolutely woeful. You know, he's meant to be there to hold the ball up and stuff, but his first touch was terrible. Adam Ida was better than what we've got right now, but we don't have Adam Ida. Get the Rebs on some of the comments. Ban the Huns from Parkhead. Well, there is still no, there's not. No, there's still one game to go, isn't there? Will Celtic ban the Rangers fans, or will they allow the Rangers fans but just have a heavy police presence? Remember, there'll only be 2,500 Rangers fans at Celtic Park for the next league derby, and it'll be interesting to see what Celtic do, because they made the Celtic fans go in extremely early today. Lennon basically said Vuka was shite. Yeah, I think that we all know that. Araujo, Sriracha, the only ones on my permanent list. They get what we're about. Well, seemingly Sriracha has had talks. Well, his agents had talks with Celtic, and I've said it looks very, very unlikely that we'll be able to do anything when it comes to Julian Araujo due to the fact that we did not get him on a permanent contract. Why did I shut down that page? Let me just open this back up. Martin O'Neill has spoken. Martin O'Neill's spoken about the crazy going-ons this afternoon. I've heard of
Why
it.
are you
I heard from Martin O'Neill already, but let's listen into his comments again. See if we can get Martin O'Neill.
After a crazy afternoon here at Ibrox, just give us your thoughts and feelings on the match.
Yeah, it's I find it hard to describe, but the only thing I can think about is the players in the dressing room afterwards. They're absolutely and utterly out on their feet, which is not surprising, really. We've had four away games in 10 days. We've had to travel to Germany. We've had to play last Sunday as well,
Liam,
too.
you've
against,
captained Celtic.
A pretty hostile crowd, which you expect. Then we had to go up to Aberdeen, boys coming back. So 4 games in 10 days. But the character of the side shone through magnificently, and I thought that was the main point to take away from it. The character, the blocks we put on, the defending on the edge of the penalty box, and it's a credit to the players.
Yeah,
it really is.
See that resilience, which is we've seen it in abundance. It feels over the last, couple of months, like you say, dealing with these big games, travelling here, there, and everywhere, relentless schedule. How much pride can those boys take?
Great, no doubt at all about it. Listen, you watch the games. You know that we're short in certain things. You know, we sometimes have a crazy 5, 10, 15 minutes, or like last Sunday, a not so good first half. But overall, I could not. The one thing here that I will leave here and think, I could not doubt I'm striving for a better word than character, but it's probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely spot on, Martin. Let me ask you, as a manager, you've been through it all. As a player, of course, as well, you were through it all. But let me ask you, as a manager, what's it like to stand on the touchline and watch a penalty shootout like that? Because it's bad enough sitting there watching from the stand.
It's harrowing. It is really harrowing. And now you know you're down, you've gone the full distance, and you know it's in the lap of the gods at the end of it all. And maybe if I had to start to think of recent history of Celtic penalties, I think we could maybe just have given the game to Rangers, really. But they took the penalties brilliantly in the game, took the advantage early on. Alex scores early on for us, and it sets the tone. Taddy scores brilliantly. It didn't take him 3 attempts to put the ball in the net this time, or he wouldn't have been allowed. And it was just brilliant. And to come up and step up and take that penalty kick, in front of with the crowd there, with everything going on, the concentration just after that 120 odd minutes of the game, I utmost regard for the team.
Yeah, and now we have a sort of rare midweek where we don't have a match. Is that a sort of blessing for us in the sense that we can recover well?
I'm hoping so. Obviously, you're hoping that Callum and Kieran can recover in time. We don't know the extent of all sorts of things, but the players will get a couple of days off, which they've deserved, absolutely, and we'll get back to work as soon as possible after that.
That's Martin O'Neill on Celtic TV talking about the fact that the players done absolutely phenomenal today. The man that took the armband today, Liam Scales, he got a booking early on, and you're thinking, has he got what it takes to get through the game? You've got to say, Scales actually had a decent game.
To win at Ibrox, how does it feel?
It's amazing. Really proud moment, and I think it wasn't a great game of football, but like the intensity.
At least he's honest about that.
And how we played, how we defended was brilliant, and I think we made that bit of luck for ourselves with the penalties then.
Yeah, and like you say, maybe it wasn't a great game vintage in terms of free flow and attacking football, but we showed some real resilience. In terms of just from the defensive point of view, young Benjamin Arthur, who's only played a couple of games for us, this is a hell of a game to be put into. How did you think he done?
Brilliant. He was brilliant up in Aberdeen as well, and this is another experience now that will make him a better player, because he's so young. He hasn't played many senior games, but he's so composed and calm, and he's physical. He's got a lot of good attributes, and he was brilliant for the time that he was on the pitch.
Yeah, that was Liam Scales talking about the players on the pitch. What about Sinisalo? Sinisalo for me was Celtic's man of the match. Sinisalo should be absolutely the number one Celtic goalkeeper going forward. There is no doubt about it. For some of the heroics from Sinisalo today, not only in the box, but outside the box, making those darting runs outside the box when the young lad that Liam Scales was just talking about, Arthur, when he let the ball slip under his foot, and the Rangers player thought he was through on goal himself, but Sinisalo raced out the box to smash the ball away up the field, almost taking an injury. Would have Casper have cost us that game? I think so. You've got to say the team as a whole defended absolutely amazing, and the whole team were just absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, Casper would have cost us that. There's no buns in Hampden. Sausage roll side. Let me just, where is that one? Casper would have cost us that one. Sinisalo was immense. Sinisalo was like a cross between Big Foster and Boric the day. Puts Michael to shame. Should Sinisalo remain the number one goalkeeper for the end of the season? I think he should. I mean, I've been saying that Sinisalo was a fantastic keeper since the end of last season, when he stepped in when Kasper Schmeichel was injured towards the end of last season, at the same time that Callum McGregor was injured last season. Sinisalo played brilliantly, but the heroics of the keeper today, you know, the way that he spoke to the defenders, the way that he commanded his box, the way that he jumped up and rather than punch the ball away, made sure that he grabbed the ball and right in the middle of it. Absolutely phenomenal. But anyway, if we had Casper and goals behind the sofa for 90 minutes, Celtic would have lost the game today. A lot of people say yes for Casper, for Sinisalo. Yes, 100% Sinisalo to stay in goals for the rest of the season. Sinisalo was the best player on the pitch for both sides. Sinisalo, for me, he was man of the match. Got to feel proud today. The Rangers fans back on the old shelves. Some cracking comments coming in. Don't think Casper will play again. 100% number one Sinisalo for the number one shirt. Tell you one thing, what an fantastic day to be a Celtic fan. Takes us through to the next round of the Cup. A cup that's got Celtic's name on it. A cup that Celtic have won 42 times. I did say a couple of days ago, can Celtic make it the big 43 in Scottish Cup victories? It's in our hands. It looks like that we've still got a game to go, still have to go to Hampden. Can this team up their game at Hampden and get to the cup final? And then it is anyone's. But Celtic will be the favourites to retain the Scottish Cup in 2026 for the 43rd time. That is a good enough day for me. Even just having the possibility of getting to that final now has been absolutely fantastic. Anyway, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day as well. Somebody's asking about 26,000 subs. No, we are just off it. Let me just check on the studio. Oh, we're 19 off it. If you are unsubscribed to the channel and you want to do us all a big favour this afternoon, we are sitting on 25,981 subscribers as it is live. We aren't trying to retain it, Baz. Yeah, I know we're not trying to retain it, but it is. We've won it more than anybody, mate. I know that we're not trying to retain it. We lost it last season. We're trying to get it back and win it for the 43rd time. Anyway, I'm done and dusted for the day. I'm going to sit and chill out. You can do what the hell you like. On that note, have an absolutely fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.